Alright, what record should I pick out to play on it? Well, it's a cheesy receiver, so I think we should play some cheesy music on it. Yeah, I think this'll work. This speaker does not work because the wire that goes to the driver is not actually soldered on the speaker terminal. You have to wiggle around the speaker wires here and hope that they work. I had trouble getting that one to work at first. It's pretty much the kind of stereo that you have to hope that if you want it to get sound out of it, you're either going to get stereo or not. Or you could just leave the backs off those speakers and just mess around with the terminals every time. Or connect better speakers, which I have connected better speakers to this before. It made no difference in sound quality, so I'm going to say that it's just the amplifier that sounds so bad. And it doesn't really sound that bad, it's just the equalization just sounds blah. And this tone control here really doesn't make much of a difference at all. You can't really see it very well on camera here, but this section here is lit up in person. It's a lot brighter. It's the dial indicator. I don't know what the specific name is for that. BSR turntable. Oh, actually I never knew that it had 78 speakers. Just now noticed that. It works. It's running off the original needle, which sounds like crap because it was used a lot. This is the first time that this turntable has been used in several years. Not sure if you can hear that, but it definitely doesn't sound good. Probably needs to be greased, as it's making quite a noticeable rubbing noise. I think that I can't really tell you very much about this because I don't really know much about it, but I will say that, by the way, that's how you turn it off. You just slide this silver bar down because the power button is broken. But if we take some of this electrical tape off here, we can see the brand there says Phonosonic. I looked that brand up and I got no information found on the internet. I guess it was just another fake brand. Don't know who actually made this. The 8-track player does work. Tested that a few months ago. But it sounded pretty warpy, so the belt probably needs to be replaced. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, there's the model number. It's the SLE-1500 AM/FM auto stereo 8-track player. Oh, it's auto stereo. There's also a stereo light indicator right here, which you cannot see, that I've never seen lit up before, so maybe that bulb is dead. Who knows? Sometimes you have to do the old penny on the stylus, get it to play right since it isn't properly weighted. It looks like we're not having to do that this time. I'll go ahead here and play you some more of a demonstration. Give you a demonstration here of the tuner.
Yes, ever since the palace became one. From being able to vote.
It's independent dealers. Buy with a free slice of chocolate raspberry. The purchase of it.
Oh, and for your Cream molding.
Information. Visit
Evil secret sauce.
SEL-1500 and 27. You scream. And get your film.
our info at
Picks up both AM and FM stations pretty well for not having a external antenna attached. There's our only music station that we have on AM in this area. I believe though when I was testing it a few months ago with a borrowed 8-track, these lights here, the number indicators, light up red, and some of them were dead, or they just weren't wired in correctly like everything else. Funny story about the dial light. A few months ago, when I did test it with an 8-track, pretty much all these years before, a few months ago, I thought that the dial light was actually dead, and the only light that worked was that little station indicator. We inserted the 8-track. The dial light came back to life. I was pretty shocked, because I didn't know that it would be green and yellow. I guess nothing inside of here is probably soldered, just like the speakers. Looking for replacing this receiver with something else, something probably from the 70s that's a little bit more higher end, that was actually manufactured by a real brand. I don't know what I'm going to do about the record changer. Really what I want to replace that with that's going to be inexpensive but actually good sounding. And of course, as for the speakers, this also would go. So I hope you have enjoyed this short demonstration of this, sort of forgot what brand it was. Stereophonic, I think it was. Whatever it was called. Phonic stereo. Go ahead here and power it off with the redneck power switch.